Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Hellsing. Last time on Hellsing we had Kill House. We are getting closer to finding the person behind the chipped vampires. Saris went with one of the guys from MI5 to go talk to another vampire about this stuff. And she was like, hey, you know, if they're copying, if they're basically making forgery vampires, there has to be something to forger from. And they realized, okay, so there is a legitimate vampire out there that is causing havoc. And Alucard was like, hey, cool, actual vampire, a worthy opponent. And that's pretty much where we left off. Yeah, that was pretty much that. It was a very interesting episode altogether, and though a bit slow, I will say. It was a bit slow, but still pretty good. And now we're on to the final 5 episodes of Hellsing, so let's just go ahead and see where these episodes are taking us. Here we go. I feel like we're going to see Odin just, like, standing somewhere.
It's wrong.
Victoria, what was that you just said?
There's something here.
Huh? Yes, sir. Roger.
We're pulling out!
What? Okay. So much for that. Oh, jeez. Strong-ass helicopters.
Where's the SAS here?
Even if they have become something inhuman, that doesn't mean their guilt as terrorists has suddenly been erased. We already know about all your gear and your strategies. Just try and remember, you're not the only outfit trying to protect this country.
Alright, why don't you go in together?
Backing up then.
I'll be filing a complaint with the JIC. Withdraw.
Well, okay then.
Your intuition is getting sharp, police girl.
Ooh.
The battle we are joining now is unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Ooh.
Prepare yourself.
It almost sounds like you're enjoying this, Master.
Oh, but I am.
He's trying to hype her up. I love Alucard.
Laura Hellsing.
Integra. It's been too long.
Laura Hellsing?
Laura. Hello, dear sister.
Oh. Huh. I didn't know she had a sister.
Why don't you stay here tonight? I'll have Walter prepare a room for you.
Thank you, sister.
Something's up with her. Long day of doing nothing, huh? I get that. That's funny.
There's no way I can sleep before taking a bath.
It's really funny. It just can go up and down so easily.
She is Sir Integra's younger sister.
Her sister? But they don't even look alike. Well, I guess their family does have a complex history.
So
So I suppose things like that could happen. Walter?
whoa, what's wrong?
I believe I must take my leave for the night. Have a good evening.
Yeah, okay.
Near the end of World War II, the Nazis invaded Transylvania. They were stationed at an old castle, and there was a demon in there. Hey,
Could
are
it
you
be
listening?
Dracula? He's dead. Free an SAS, that's why you gotta send in Hellsing first.
Your name.
Paul Wilson.
Hello, Paul.
Do you want to stay in the form of a man, broken and imperfect?
Imperfect.
Or do you want to become a perfected being?
Ugh, the chips move. I don't like that.
Do you want to live forever?
I want to live forever.
Oh god, why are they all going in? How many chips do you need?
You've also put aside your pride and learned to bow before human masters. How utterly pitiful.
Okay. What's happening? I don't get it.
Walter, Sir Integra is...
Don't you dare try to disturb Sir Integra.
Whoa. What are you doing?
God, I don't have a sister. I've never had a sister.
Oh, okay.
I knew that something was wrong.
Alright, well, this makes it better. Oh, there he is.
I'm incognito.
So, you're nobody then? I can live with that. My name's a bit of an enigma as well.
Nah.
We're both originals who are bound by humans.
What's Alucard
Let's
spelled
take our
backwards?
time and have some fun.
Are you Carmilla? Did
Oh,
my
shit.
ancestors and the Hellsing family destroy your people? You're nothing but...
Stop it, Walter! Please, wake up!
Okay.
Please.
He's just human, though. Whoa! Damn. Yeah.
An arm score 40mm MGL, how quaint. I wonder what kind of projectiles it fires. Explosive rounds.
He's getting his boner back.
The difference between us is you don't have a master anymore.
Oh, shit.
God!
What have you done?
Oh, shit! Now he's pissed.
Your blood is delicious.
No, she can't be dead.
Do you think you're torturing me?
Oh no. I'm only doing what I was told to.
Who is their
They
master?
told me that I shouldn't make you into a ghoul too quickly. So sorry.
Yeah. Now, come on. Oh, shit. Wake up!
What was I doing?
God. You were being controlled. Ugh. Oh! There goes Carmilla. What are you doing?
There is impure blood in my veins.
Yeah. Don't you fucking cut. Don't. No! Dang it! Oh, no. She can't be dead, though. I don't know. She can't be dead. She's our leader. She's our fearless leader. Jeez. That was crazy, man. I guess we got our villain, Incognito. We had Carmilla for a sec. Then she's gone. I guess Integra is too. Jeez, I don't know, man. That was crazy. I gotta say, I like Alucard's loyalty to her. You know? Like, which, I mean, I guess that could just stem from him being subservient. But, like, you know, he is very, you know, he will be concerned about her if she's in danger. You know? I like to think that there is a sense of respect between Alucard and Integra. But man, oh man, that was crazy, man. Crazy. I tried saying crazy man and craziness at the same time. It ended up as crazy nan. So, that was crazy. Oh my gosh, she can't be dead though, right? She can't be dead. She might be dead. She might be dead, which really, really sucks. Oh gosh. Okay, I guess we can kind of go into the notes. The first thing I wrote down was the SAS. So that was kind of interesting when they were like, oh, you know, there could be terrorists in there. And hold up. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But they were like, oh, there's terrorists in there. Even if they're undead, they're still terrorists. So we gotta take them out. It's like, why don't you work together? Why don't you work together? Because, like, why would you want to go in there against ghouls without the Hellsing organization? Like, I don't get that. I don't know. But yeah, so they were going to go in that mansion, and then that just didn't work. And then I don't know, the guy was looking around, and he saw his guy, and the guy was dead, and that was that, I guess. And I don't know. There was the whole thing with the dude that was on the stairs, and Saris could, like, sense something. She knew something else was happening there. I'm not sure what else that was, though, so, yeah. Yeah. That it was interesting, the whole thing with the SAS, but I don't know, like, I don't think I understood that. Like, I don't know, like, I guess, you know, the guy was killed, and I assume the whole thing with Paul was in that castle as well, and they just screwed up because they went in there instead of the Hellsing organization. I guess that's it. So the next thing I wrote down was Laura Hellsing. And I guess that's sort of a lie. It was a lie. She doesn't have a sister. She doesn't have a sister, and, you know, and Walter was lying about it too. Because he was being controlled. I don't know why I'm so yawny today. Anyway. But yeah, so he was being controlled. That was why, you know, even he, like, confirmed. But yeah. Which, that's why when she was, like, looking there, like, she was looking for a long time, I was like, right, sister. And it was like, nope, that ain't your sister. So, because I was always wondering, it's like, well, not always wondering, but I was curious, like, okay, well, wouldn't a sister be in the organization too? And they've never talked about that. The only other family they've talked about are her ancestors, you know? So, nah, I don't know. It was always like this weird thing of, like, you know, what, how, what, huh? She has a sister, okay. And it's like, well, I guess she doesn't. Like, all right, well, that clears things up, I guess. I wrote down Paul and the chips. That was interesting. I guess we saw, you know, it basically shows us how the chips go in, which is interesting, because we never saw that. But there's a bunch of chips, though. And, you know, they look like, these people that are on the brink of death, and then I guess Incognito or maybe the Master or something, I don't know, talks to them and persuades them to be vampires, basically, and then all the chips go in, which I guess that makes sense too. That it's not just one chip, it's a bunch of chips, actually. Although we've only ever seen one chip. And, and it's also weird. It's like, okay, well, how can, just like this little computer chip, basically, how does that turn a person into a vampire? But it's a bunch of chips that are running throughout the entire body, giving these new powers and stuff like that. Even though, obviously they're considerably weaker than a real vampire. So that's pretty interesting. It only gives them like very basic limited stuff when they become vampires. So that was pretty interesting. We learn a lot from that, basically. I wrote down Incognito. So, okay, which kind of goes into this next thing. I also wrote down Master. So, Incognito here is saying like, hey, there's a difference between you and me. Is that, your master is dead. And it's like, okay, so this guy who we built up in the last episode as our main villain, he still serves a human master, which is pretty interesting. He still serves a human master, so we still have to figure out who that guy is, Like, this guy is basically just the Alucard of our main villain, whereas our main villain is more like Integra. So that was pretty interesting. And then we also had Laura being revealed as Carmilla, which was pretty cool. Carmilla, another, I guess, famous vampire, basically. I don't know too much about Carmilla, but I think I know the basics. So that was pretty interesting. She didn't really do too much, honestly. Now, granted, she did one big thing, which was kind of take down Integra. But at the same time, like, I kind of figured she would do more, and especially because, she is, a pretty popular vampire that, I kind of figured she would be like Alucard and wouldn't just be taken down so easily, But I mean, maybe that's just the power of his bullets, Maybe if he got shot by one of those bullets, would he end up dying too? I don't know. I don't know about that. And I guess maybe because who else would have a bullet like that? Because they're like blessed, The only person I could think of would be Anderson, but that's about it. So, yeah, I don't know. So, but that is an interesting thought. Could Alucard's bullet kill him in the same way he kills other vampires with those bullets? I don't know, but that is a very interesting question. But yeah, we had Carmilla, which was pretty cool, and definitely being sent by Incognito and his master is definitely part of that plan. And, she did some damage, I mean, that's the thing is, at the end, definitely, because it was not just, okay, it seemed like she did stab Integra and then start to drink her blood and stuff and put her blood in and stuff. And then, at the end, after Carmilla's dead, Integra literally pierces her throat and starts letting out all her blood because she has impure blood. That's pretty fucked up, honestly. So, I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like, is she dead? And it's like, well, and also, too, because, like, okay, I suppose I can understand the logic of that. She's supposed to be, she is not one of them, the ghouls, the dark creatures that, the Hellsing organization fights. So, and it makes sense that, the Hellsing organization, they have to stay these pure humans, basically, So, I guess I can understand why, she would want to get rid of the impure blood, but, man, do some chemo, I guess, or like I don't know. I think that's how chemo, or just like a blood transfusion. Get the blood out, like medically. Do it medically is what I'm trying to say. Like do it medically. Don't just in your office just let all your blood out. It's like, is she gonna die? I hope not. I hope she doesn't die. That would suck, you know? She's our leader, our fearless leader. What are we gonna do without her, you know? So, I don't know. Like, I would assume she survives, but how? How do you survive letting all your blood out, you know? So, I don't know. We're gonna have to see next episode, basically. But very interesting episode, you know, and definitely, you know, pretty interesting just with the sort of big hit to Integra that we had, and also just some more, like, I don't want to say lore, but some more information about how the chips work, you know, how these chipped vampires come into being, and we got our main villain, Incognito, and stuff, and he's basically the Alucard to his master, which is pretty cool. So we did get a lot of information in this episode, which was nice. But yeah, crazy episode, definitely a crazy episode, and I will be curious to see where we're going next. How will she survive? If she does survive, will she survive? I guess is the other question. So yeah, that is pretty much all I had. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Hellsing reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.